commit at least 5 years so that it doesn't affect the connectivity. So today we are here, we are asking that hopefully that other airlines who wish to fly, you can simply submit your letter and commit. If you can commit 5 years, then there's a possibility to fly this route. And I think there is a high demand from Sibu to Kota Kinabalu, because now there's only one way, one choice, that is must win.
Okay, I think this is an issue that affects Sarawak greatly, because with only one airline, one choice available, maybe that's the reason why the price is high. As brought up by my colleague YB from Lanang, stated that the minister said that there's a cap, but then thank you that Yang Berhormat Lanang fast enough to check that actually the price is higher than the cap that the minister supposedly said supposed to be there. And again, as my colleague stated, that the minister said that there's the reason for them not to open up commercially for these routes is because of the low load factor. But again, the load factor, right, is a very subjective variables. It can be affected by many reasons. All right, it could be because the price are high, therefore the load factor are low. Load factor as in how many passengers are going to book that particular flight. When your price are high, right, is it reasonable that to understand that people don't buy the flight often because it's high, unless they must travel to KK, otherwise they won't. Who want to spend that kind of amount of money? You're talking about a price that even higher than, Kuching to KL. Therefore, we also understood that there are other airlines who wish to actually come in Sibu to KK. But why it is not open up? When you open up, when there's a competition, right, then the price may be lower. So at the end, who benefited of all this open up sky? The rakyat themselves will benefit by open up the sky.
And actually, this is the first time I from the Deputy Minister that we actually have a cap price for this air ticket, because previously I have been asking whether the government can do something regarding the air ticket, because normally from Sarawak, especially from Sibu to KL, Sibu to Johor, the air ticket is like really high compared to Kuching, compared to Miri and Bintulu. So that's what I have brought up many times, and all the time the answer that given was that this is commercial decision, then the ministry cannot do anything. But this is the first time that I heard there is a cap price for Sibu to Kota Kinabalu route. So end up, I caught them right-handed. There's no cap price that they mentioned. So again, we hope that there is really a cap price, if that is the only choice.
So it's very convenient for the ministry to say that, this is a commercial decision. But in this case, got nothing to do with the commercial pula. It's very convenient for them to say that. Therefore, since the minister said that they will do the double checking on the cap, which doesn't exist, after we do the checking, and then they also say that if, in that case that he referred to, AirAsia can commit to 5-year commitments for that route, they will consider to open up. And therefore, we would like to urge the minister, right, for that matter, not just AirAsia, any other airline, Malindo or whatever airlines domestically available in Malaysia, right, if they're interested on the routes, open it up. Because the role of MAVCOM is not to make a business decision. The role of MAVCOM to ensure there's a healthy competition exists. At the end, the riot will be the one who benefited, right? So in this case, clearly, MAVCOM are playing a role of making a business decision for the airlines by restricting who can fly what routes. Who are MAVCOM to say that the Sibu and KK flights are not profitable? It could be the issue with must-win themselves. In this case, we see that the prices are high. And therefore, again, we will let the minister reply us on why there is no cap price. And again, we will listen from the minister, update from him, whether now he will open up that routes for the airlines that wishes to come in and commit to at least a 5 years commitment towards that routes. And at the end, why we do so? At the end, the ride themselves will be benefited.
And also,
When open up.
for your information, there is 160 million subsidy for this rural air service. So we don't know whether which route is subsidized and which route is not. We asked this question before, but no answer is given. So we hope that the ministry can be open up, tell us which one you subsidize and which you don't,
Yeah.
so that we know whether this route is subsidized or not. But just now he mentioned that this Sibu-KK route is subsidized.
It's a generalized answer.
Yes.
How many millions subsidized? But for that particular route, how much we want to know. And if it is subsidized, like Yang Berhmat Lanang said, why the price are still so high?
Okay.
All right, we wait for the answer.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.